Am I being recorded? And if I'm not, record me, because this needs to be shown to the world. Okay.
You look like Kenny G a little bit.
Shut your mouth. If I could speak, I would tell to my daughter, I'd say there's a story here. They may not see it, but I'm certain that somewhere under the blanket of Miami Beach stars, the locals would recall my life as something other than a tragedy, but the tale of a mother who longed for a family. With my daughter, I had that, a family, but I lost that long ago, and then I lost myself somewhere in the clouds. Still, that won't be the headline in the Herald. They'll merely print the facts. Desperation Lingers, age 50, plunged from her 11th floor condo in an apparent suicide. They won't know why I did it. They'll merely flip to the next page or skip the article altogether. Who can blame them? There's enough sadness in the world, and I consider the idea of diving into a sidewalk maniacal too. But sometimes life makes one do crazy things. Once I had it all. A chest that would chin up and smile, a pearl of a pet cat, and a husband who'd wake to warm me with a kiss. Now I can't get a text to wink. Still I persist with a bit of pip and a lot of pizzazz. I go on even if my career is a bust. Counselor, that's the title. Guidance, that's what I offer. That's me, here to help, except I have no clients. At least none seeking advice of their own volition. The administrators say I can't relate. I'm too removed from the hooligans at Horizon Institute. I'm a wicked soul to whom only the janitor will speak. Can't they see my talent? I love the children in a way. Why won't they allow me a classroom? I'm too highfalutin, too proud to meet the students halfway. That's what they say. I'm scared to get my feet wet, afraid to take the plunge. I'll show them. Setting down my fourth martini for the night, I take to my balcony and call, "Look out below!" Then staring over the edge, I prepare to take the greatest jump of all. Be quick, I think. Don't look back. Be brave like the citizens of Pamplona. Outwit the hooves of the bulls. That's all that's behind you. Hooves, thorns, pricks, cuts. And who can forget the promises, the empty promises of every man who stabbed an inch deeper than the one before? Behind you, think of the knives, the razors that threatened you, the taunts you endured as a girl. Think of your acerbic mother, the sting of her tongue. You were never good enough, not smart enough, never stylish enough, and oh, little Miss Mess, how you always had to work on your manners and etiquette. Remember, address adults as sir or ma'am, add a please and a thank you, place the salad fork to the left of the dinner fork, raise your spoon to your mouth, not your mouth to your spoon. Don't slouch, never wear lycra. Don't substitute a cocktail onion for an olive and call it a martini. It's a Gibson. Yes, the ghost of your British mother Beverly is behind you providing instruction. Not that you've learned. After all, no true lady would think to throw herself from a building. How crude and messy. How uninspired. Nevertheless, I leap on my balcony railing, questioning if my life matters. It's a blur, the Mediterranean condos across the way, painted pastel pink. I look down and the street shines with glittery fountains and sugary rides. I grow dizzy hearing the call of the Atlantic. I blink my eyes and a crowd gathers. Down below, each person is no bigger than a drop of water forming an ocean. They call out in waves, inviting me for a swim. I see myself falling. I picture worker bees rushing to the scene in red trucks with flashing lights. Below the blaring sirens, I hear screams of my name. Miss D, Miss D! Do they know me? Do they care? The voices ring with concern, but is it real? The faithful say everything happens for a reason. That people are disjointed pieces of a puzzle. We're all part of a whole, and that whole equals God. Then, dear God, fill this hole. Why was I born? What have I contributed? Grant me one clue, one reason why I should live. Why does it have to hurt to breathe? Why does it have to hurt? What is that buzzing? Why is it? It's my doorbell. Someone is ringing me, but why? Maybe it's Hector. No, stop it, don't say that, but no, it couldn't be him. Just last week, he informed me that we can never do whatever it is we're doing again. After 2 weeks, after 2 years, his heart can't take it. His pastor warned him that turbulent affairs poison a man's soul. Well, that's lovely. I never wanted a man who couldn't devote time to me anyway. I don't understand. He claims to be separated, but never separates himself entirely. So why is he here? Is he hungry? Does he want me to prepare another burrito for his bloated belly? Oh, good heavens, at this late hour, can I give him another chance? Oh, I'm so fed up with this life, this puzzle. Still, I'm ashamed to admit the opportunity to see Hector warms my heart. Maybe he'd finally like to offer me that teaching job he's been holding over my head. Or perhaps he'd merely like back his belongings. Well, if that's the case, he can take his antacid pills and that silver ring he places on the base of his penis and dispose of them as he sees fit. Leave me alone, I call, though truly I want to hear it again, just once to feel connected. Well, fine, I say, retreating from the railing. You see, I don't really want to die. I just don't want to make the mistake of living another day. But if I do think of it as a habit, after all, we're all entitled to make one or two precious mistakes our life. That or a million. The truth is, when you reach 50, every step forward feels like 2 steps back. Still, a lady can't get ahead in a man's world walking in reverse. So those like me, we do what we do, marching under painted faces while clowning around with the notion that we're fabulous even if no one agrees. Ta-da! I pressed the intercom button. Hello? Mr. Changs. Mr. What? The Mugu Guy Pan, a boyish voice utters. My dinner, I forgot, but didn't I place that order hours ago? What day is it? Oh yes, my birthday. Oh dear, I must resist these martinis. They make me so forgetful, thank God. It's open, I say, ringing the boy up. Then in a mirror, I powder my nose, flick my chicken chin. What happened? Once my face was a thing of beauty. Blood rushed to be there, men rushed to be there. Hence these days it's somewhat trampled, transformed from fine porcelain into an eggplant. I'm a big bird of a lady. That's always been the case. Tall and thin, with spaghetti arms and legs skinny as a ham bone. I could have been a model. That is, if my nose agreed and didn't make me the spawn of a great blue heron. Mother, oh no, not mother, please call me Bev, dear, called it a strong nose, which is the equivalent of being equally polite and critical. It has a way of saluting people when you enter the room, she say. Bev, dear, has to be the most beautiful one in the family, and she was. Even on the morning of her death, planned the day I set off for college, she was breathtaking. I remember she fastened herself in the brightest diamonds and a red sequin dress. Only Bev dear could make a pill overdose look glamorous. My one advantage in terms of aesthetic is my radiant long black hair. I fluff and puff it now, poof poof, grimace. Then I answer the call of the bell. That'll be $12.95, the chubby boy says as I open the door. He hands me a brown bag with a menu stapled to it. A baseball cap covers his eyes. Running late, I ask. Someone quit. An apology would be music to my ears. I could have starved. He lifts his cap, revealing chubby cheeks and a thin black mustache. He can't be more than a teenager. I tap my foot. I'm waiting. For what? I fling up my arms. Oh, why do I try? Please come in. He listens, remaining by the door. So you know, I mentioned heading to the kitchen. When addressing a lady, the term ma'am is appreciated, particularly if you haven't been formally introduced. Sipping a martini, I return with my rich sharkskin purse, taking note of the ill-fitting jeans hanging from his waist. Oh dear, I say, taking note. Does your supervisor approve? Well, he hasn't said nothing. Well, allow me to say it for him. Pull them up. You're not in prison. You're not that dangerous. Oh, I should stop drinking. It drowns my filter, allowing me to utter the most unspeakable things. Tell me, do you like the idea of prison, hot showers with indiscriminate men? He flinches. What? A little oopsie in your poopsie. His face coils in anger. A little what? Oh dear, have I gone mad? This is vile, unladylike. If mother were alive, she'd say I'd pick up this language from our driver Rose. I sway and he catches me. Whoa, you okay? He studies my eyes and I blink, finding temporary sleep. Then waking, I shake off the dizziness and hand him the money. His hand seems to spin like a sun-warped record when he holds me. You cool? Cool? What is cool these days? Befuddled, he stalls for a reply. Suicide? Is that cool? I hear the popular kids try it at least once. He looks at me in confusion, and I wonder if he's loved and lost yet. Has he felt emptier than a hollowed tree? His youthful eyes tell me no. You better sit down, he says, leading me to the couch. Its red cushions feel cold as ice. On the wall, I lock eyes with a painting, one of Lichtenstein's heroines. The distraught girl's face arrives and departs on waves of dots. Kissing a man, she cries. She's weak. She welcomes it. You're not my Hector, I mumble. What's your name? Cece, he offers. Sissy. Cece, he replies. He props me up. Oh, Sissy, I toy, resting my head on his chest. Don't think you're the first sissy who's had me in his arms. Back in the day, men would flip me over and pretend. I chuckle, reflecting, gay men were once so charitable. He tucks a pillow behind my head, and from the balcony I hear the call of Miami nightlife, conga music coupled with the screams of excitable girls. You comfortable, ma'am? Ma'am? My eyes grow with delight. He smirks, balancing his head. You have learned something. I smile from the thought. And they think I can't teach. I close my eyes, and Hector, along with the men who've cared for me before him, my father St. Clair and my 4 husbands, for better or worse. I think of my black cat Flippy and smile. You may not believe it, but I was caring once. I was good. Reflecting, I recall Father teaching me the benefit of helping others, how it siphons the coal in the soul. Father was the owner of HL Mining Company, but was never too big to join the workers underground. To them, he was a hero. To me, he was Dad. That was enough. Cece sets my dinner on the coffee table and stands. All right, I have to go. My eyes rush open. Already? But I was enjoying our talk. I don't get many visitors. I can see that, he says with a grin. How about I just grab the money? He bends to reach for my purse, and his pants sag, revealing white boxer shorts. Great, another man who can't stand long enough to pull up his pants. He takes his cash. Can I add a tip? Sure, I have a tip, I summon him with my finger. He views me with caution, for setting down the purse to backdrop. Forget it, just get some sleep, okay? Tip numero uno, I declare, rising. Never leave a desperate woman at a desperate hour. Sure, great tip, he continues to the door. Hey, Superman, I call as he grips the door handle. You fly out that door, I fly off that balcony. I hear a moped coasting on Collins, the whisper of a warm wind catching its tail, and then silence. He sighs. Come on, why you gotta talk like that? I view him intensely. Would you rather I sing it? He remains calm, controlled. You should call 911 or someone. How about that Hector guy? I laugh. Hector doesn't care. I'm just filler, beans for his burrito. I search for a mental escape. It's a trick I learned from Bev, dear. Close your eyes to quiet the world, ear to palm. Squeeze till you hear the sea and breathe. So I do, I breathe, taking sweet air as my palms fill my ears with the ocean like the call of a conch shell. I envision placing my head underwater. Below, I imagine the current taking me to God. I envision a classroom of children who no longer run at the sight of me. Instead, they see me for what I once saw in myself, something pure, loving, warm. You alive, Cece asks. He nudges me and I waken, overcome by sadness. I panic and stand, setting into a run. Alcohol troubles my balance and I ask myself, why should I live? I have no loved ones on earth. Even my cat Flippy is gone. So what if the pavement cracks my spirit? I'm already split in two. In heaven I'll see Flippy, I'll see Felix, my true love. Now all I see is the balcony, the perfect black night, so perfect one little jump can't stain it. Whoa, hold on, Cece says, wrapping his muscled bicep around my chest. Capturing me, he pulls me back inside. I struggle in his arms. Let go. Calm down. I miss Flippy. I miss my cat. I heard him barking the other night. I heard him from heaven. He wanted his mommy and a bowl of milk. I reach for a vodka bottle on the wet bar. No more of that, he says, pulling me to the couch. I flail my arms, but fail to maneuver my body out of his grip. You think I'm mad? I heard Flippy bark. I did. He misses me. He lowers me to the couch. Let's call Hector. No, he can't see me like this. He's my boss. Catching my breath, I pat the cushion beside me. Please, sit. He hesitates, grumbling before switching on the telly. Then flipping to a sports update, he sits beside me, basking in the bright colors of the screen. Soon I nod off, dreaming of swimming in an ocean with no floor. It's night, and I try not to panic, gliding on rolling waves. From a distance I see another. Is it Hector? No, it's Mother, clutching a canton on a raft. Draped in white pearls, she raises a martini glass of sand the way she likes it, dry, very dry. Mother, I call. You're here. You came to save me. She takes a drink and sets down her glass to toss me a life jacket. Oh, Dee, don't be silly. No one can save you. But you're my mother. Her green eyes grow dull, withdrawing. No, I'm Bev, dear. She drifts away, her hair the color of a bonfire. And waiting in the darkness, I realize she's right. She's too beautiful to be related to me, and technically, I don't know who my real mother is. Thank you all. I'm Anthony Paul. crazy, but I'm a writer, so that's part of it.